So this is how we set it up. If I'm having my parent meeting, right? You're meeting with your parents. I think next year, or they're pushing the district. I don't know if you guys are. Some of the other schools are. They're going to have all the fall parent meetings on the same night, right? Hopefully, we come and talk to the parents ahead of time to put them on the same page as you guys in terms of what we're doing. I'll tell you a little bit about what I might say to them. But this is how we set it up, right? Positive Coaching Alliance, mental model of being a double goal coach. We want to try to win, right? We're going to prepare your kids to strive to win, and they're going to learn some life lessons just by playing on our team, right? First goal, second goal, set that all up. Without overthinking it, right? What are some things that you guys do to get your team ready to win? Most basic things, just throw them. Yeah, you practice. Yeah, you prepare, right? What do you practice? Details, fundamentals, skills, strategy, right? Maybe in your preparation you go over some scouting, things like that. How about on game day? What do you got to do?
Should manage the game, but at that point it's kind of their time.
Yep. So hopefully we prepared them to go out there and get it done. How many guys you got on your team?
93.
Yeah. And how many play? So you got to make some decisions, right? Offense, defense, special teams, subs, whatever, right? And then you're going to get more than 22 in, right? So you got to make some substitutions, right? And there's some rules regarding substitutions. So all of those things that you're going to do, right? All of those things we just talked about, those are first goal things. That's me. That's the coach's job. That's not so much second goal, thought process, okay? Not that those are not subject to discussion, right? There are some limits to that discussion, I think, with coaches and parents. I might have a conversation with a kid first and then with a parent about what that kid might need to do to get better at what he wants to do, right? But I'm not going to ask why, Timmy's playing and Johnny's not, right? That's out of the question, okay? So you could discuss some of those things, but those are up to you, right? They shouldn't worry about that stuff so much, okay? Now, when they do play for you, they're going to learn some things, right? What are some life skills that they're going to get out of just being on your team and competing with you guys? What are some things that they're going to learn that they're going to be able to use later? Discipline, camaraderie, teamwork, work ethic, accountability, handling adversity, grit and resilience, right? Some other stuff.
Finding a role.
Yeah, finding your role, playing within the team, sportsmanship, character, attitude, all of that stuff and more, right? Those are the life lessons that the kids are going to learn. Life skills and more. If you had a team full of people that had all of these qualities to a great extent, would you be pretty good? Yes. Yeah, we'd be pretty good. Even if, we weren't so good, these guys would overcome us a little bit, right? And make us a little bit better. So I'd argue and maybe get some head nods that this might be more important than that stuff, right? That stuff's important, but so if I'm trying to teach all of those things, the only way they get taught is if I have the parents' support in teaching those things, right? I've got to create that coach-parent partnership where the parent understands that their role as a second goal parent is to make sure their kids absorbs the lessons that we're trying to teach them, okay? We're doing all that stuff. That's our job. They're supposed to help the kids absorb this stuff to the greatest extent possible. Now, we just said that these are more important, which makes the parent's role pretty darn important, right? If they can help us build this stuff, we're going to win more, right? And the more we try to win, the greater extent those life lessons get taught, right? The greater the stakes, the heat's turned up a little bit. We're going to learn this even more, okay? So their job is crucial in us being good, right? Moms and dads, you've got to help us create, an environment where we teach these attitudes, right? And that's far more important, okay? And if I sat with all the parents, one of the very first things that we do is ask, what you want your kid to get out of sports. And they say all of that stuff, right? They say, yeah, teamwork and resilience and dealing with defeat, and they're going to say all that, right? If we do it the way we want to do it, we're going to talk to them first and send them to you guys on your, at Meet the Coach night, right? So they're primed a little bit, okay? But that's their role, okay? Not so much this stuff. And if we do that, and we play our roles, you guys all have had those seasons that, those things click, and those are fun. And then when you start to have that, conflict a little bit, it makes it a little bit more challenging, right? Does that make sense? Some additions to that, some things you want to add to that, some things that you guys do maybe to help achieve that?
To give the parents expectations of how it works.
Yeah, so you set it up, right?
Yeah.
And I think expectations, that's funny. I was having a conversation with somebody about the whole glass half empty, glass half full thing, right? How you feel about that is all based on what you expect to be in that glass, right? I mean, if I only expected half a glass, then I'm okay with that. But if I expected a full glass, now I'm disappointed. So when you set up the expectations, this is how it is, then, that might be a little bit better, at the beginning. And then when you get it going, hopefully just like great cultures, they start to feed off of each other, right? And they just keep going. And then one parent works with the next parent, and the kids work with the younger kids, and we develop those kind of things. So you guys are probably in the middle of those kind of stages now. You've got a good thing going. So that's what we want to get to, right? We good with that?